So I'm wrapping this bezel wire around the stone. It's quite hard to see. And I want an overlap to be in the centre of the longest part of the stone. And then what I do is I take a line where this overlaps. I draw a little line, and then I'm going to cut with these pair of cutters along that line as straightly as I can. And now what we do is we work towards getting this to fit really tightly around that stone. So if you look at it from underneath, I actually want that touching. I think I can still take a bit more off that. So what I'm going to do now is open it up, pop it in this little My Device jig that allows us to keep it really square. When we put that in there, you can see there's the tiniest little piece of that hanging out the end. And what's happening is it's touching there and there, so I know that it's in square. I'm going to file that, and it'll give me a beautiful flush edge, so that when we join that together and solder it in a second, we're going to have a really nice tight joint. The bezel wire, the fine silver, is in the vise. I think that's pretty much right. So I'm going to turn it over, pop it in the other side, do the same thing, and then we'll see if it fits. So the bezel's being filed, and it actually is fitting really nicely. And once it's soldered together, we'll actually be able to fit that over the top of it really nicely. So we're going to go ahead and solder that now. And we're going to solder this piece just from underneath. It's much easier than soldering it on a block, and it's less likely to melt if we do it this way. So we've got 4 different types of solder, and we're going to start off by soldering this with hard solder. The hard solder is the one that melts at the highest temperature. So I'm just going to light the torch and just heat that up so that the flux stops bubbling. And the flux that we're using today is this handy flux, but you can also use borax or any other type of flux. It will all work the same. My solder is coloured. So my solder that I use, which is hard, has got a red colouring on it. That's so that if I drop a piece, I'll be able to look down and know exactly what type I've dropped if I've dropped others, so that I can pick it up and reuse it. And I'm just going to solder from underneath like this. It's very quick to heat up. It hardly takes any time, and that's just gone. So I'm going to quench this in water now. It'll go into the pickle for 5 minutes, and then we'll slide it over our stone and see whether it fits.